Well, I think the big thing in this tournament here is placement matters the most. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if anyone will go and pick up guns because they won't want to accidentally shoot them. But arc
Exactly.
stars and backpacks are definitely going to be picked up here. And we do actually have an off-spawn fight with a Watson.
Wow, look at
Watson
that.
Jen. And this is Tifa. This is who I said was going to do really good. But oh no, she's got two on the fence. And she's getting some free punches. But no, she goes down. Designful's the last one remaining on her squad. Is he going to be able to clutch it out? He did end up picking the Valkyrie like I assumed.
Which is a really great pick. Maybe he can go back for banners. Unfortunately, they don't have a support legend here, so he really has to be able to come back for it. And are they going to guard it is also one of the big questions.
Going for those Evo Harvesters is quite a great strat. But what
Designful here. Look at this. Let us know the update. What's going on?
He's going in for the banner. He got both banners and he's going away and he's running and they can't really catch him because they can't shoot.
He's flying right up ahead, getting that jump start. And Omnu says, not today. I'm going to catch up right to you. But is it worth just sticking this? Do you think they're going to keep chasing him down?
I mean, what do they lose, right? I think they just get more points or on their Evo shields if they do end up catching him. Onmu's really going to give it a try, but how are you going to catch a Valk? You can't fly.
That's true, unless they land right on top of them. I mean, looking at this, every second matters here. They're wasting time not getting harvesters. Wow, look at that contest. It's like having a regular ranked match, you know, punch out the predator, right?
Looks like I'm watching racing in the air in Apex
oh my
for the first time. This is crazy. Oh, he got him. Designful.
I can't believe that. What I find really interesting, the boxing areas, look at these little areas that we see on the screen. We have danger zone 1, 2, 3, and 4. And whoever's able to guess where it's going to pull, it almost feels like their best bet. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, is just to make sure, hey, leave me alone in my little boxing area. I'm not sure if you can fit 19 teams in this area. What do you think? It's about, this zone right now is about to get really dangerous.
Patate has a very hard job here, punching out enemy Watson fences, but also trying to place her own to make this little boxing ring that you were talking about earlier. And it seems like it's just a battle of the fences right now, and this is a tough job to have. I'd be quite nervous if I were in that position.
Let's talk about the number of teams still remaining. We just went from 19 to 18. This is the first team that has gone out. Everyone right now is going to start to squish, and we're going to see nonstop fighting. It's going to be the ultimate brawl coming into play here, where everyone is punching nonstop, and we're going to see that number dwindle quite dramatically here as everyone starts to try to struggle for some space.
We ended up, you know, Raynday said it, we ended up winning. He was my hard carry yesterday, so always wishing him the best. Baby Nikki going crazy with the punches. Can she get the stick? Oh no, the Gen ate that arc star. This is so incredibly tough, and now she's just taking every single fence. She goes from slaying to almost dying in half a second. That is insane.
Holding on for dear life here. Every single second matters. Remember, all those fences and gas, everywhere you look, you don't even know who to focus. I'm pretty sure the comms have to be overwhelming on who they decide to punch, and everyone using their own generators as their home base and saying, hey, back up, reset, play this positioning. This is what we call an all-out war, an all-out battle, as everyone looks from different angles, fearful for their life of when their next fight in fisticuffs are really going to be. Look at all these teams. Everyone is fighting and might help them single out through the chaos on who to focus, really.
Oh my goodness. Everyone is together. Whoever's Watson fences.
Look at the brilliance from Baby Nikki here. I love the fact that they're using the Lifeline care package just for a little bit of hope and high ground here, just to keep people from climbing up and punching them out as much as possible. I didn't even think of that strat of holding a little position on height, because that actually helps avoid the cost of gas. Did you think that like Lifeline would be this impactful?
No, absolutely not. That was big brain plays from her and her squad, and the other Lifelines nearby as well. There's so many care packages. And the balloons are great too for escaping all of the mess on the ground. Let's take a look at TSMIMPERIALHAL. He's a Watson. Should he be avoiding the ground right now? Seems like he's going to be trying to, and everybody is going in, and no nades are doing any damage. They're all getting eaten up by all of the Watson gens.
Look at that. No, Fuse is ineffective. Caustic is ineffective. The only power that is really showcased is just Watson and punching people. Girl, what is happening? Everyone is dying.
He's in such a good position. He's taking some zone damage. Oh my goodness, he's 1 HP. He's gonna go down. No, he ends up going down. Who is it? Casellos. It was Casellos.
And Presley's team,
was that the Newcastle that was still alive at the end?
I think so. Out of all the comms, did Newcastle manage to clutch? Look at the amount of death boxes there. I've never seen so many death boxes in my whole entire life. It was.
All right, Storm Point it is. We do have another contest, Designful in a contest again. So is Tifa. But they are actually on opposite teams now. So they're once on the same team in a contest, and now they're on opposite teams in a contest. Let's see who takes the cake. We see in Newcastle, like I said, almost one clip from Lamek. He's going absolutely insane. And they should be able to push off that because that is some good amount of damage, Raynday.
Yeah, and I love the fact that the ballistic is being used. Kind of curious when you consider it, but there's a lot of damage to be made. If you want to get aggressive, if you want to have infinite ammo as well, you want to bunker up with Newcastle, but who needs infinite ammo when you hit so many bullets in a row? Already getting to the level 2 perk, and obviously those level 2 shields. So this team looking very good here. Reptar, Tifa, Jesse, and Lamek.
Let's go!
In this season as well. Big shout out to EA and
Mirage.
Respawn. But right now, Control Ghost on the Havoc trying to get back and forth, but it's just back. Gets down early. Can Casellos do something up on top? You know it. That can be done. And Jin Burton, your squad here, is trying to push, but it's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah, and they're getting shot from the outskirts as well, so I don't think they're going to be able to push at all, but that was a really great reset from Casellos.
Is Newcastle the next push, you know, the next new thing? Because people sleep on Newcastle. It is, he is very slept on.
Oh, and he's about to go to sleep right now, Raynday.
Maybe that's why. Hey, maybe that's why.
And they're going to get pushed, and that's not going to look good. I really can't be making predictions after this because my squad ended up dying first last game and they're about to die second this game.
We'll see. We'll see if that ends up working out here. Spicy Potato up on top. Designful went for the Newcastle also. Misses most of the bullets in the Volt, but because it's just got such good damage, he's going to be able to find the final part of that magazine and get a kill. But it will be, unfortunately, a second strike for him. But that's the thing about this. They will be coming back. There's no permanent deaths yet. Everyone has 3 strikes. And you can see Rep, Sykes, and Grandma Forfeit in a pretty decent position. The one's pushing. And so putting Casellos in a terrible spot. He's already down. Girl, this could be the second time, maybe even the third. And they're fighting against a team who has not gone down once. That will be the first opportunity to do so. But no, that is it. Jin Burton and them, they will fall. But they'll have one more chance, I believe, to come back and play.
Moving over to the right, Newcastle. 2. I'm looking.
Revenant foot.
Knock.
I'm naming the fucking Newcastle wall.
Yeah, I'm flying above that.
Flash.
No angle.
Newcastle's dead.
Right here.
Back, last one in the back. Rev. Flash dead. Nice. Got their ass. Later.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Well, that's why TSM wins so much, obviously. They've got someone like that cooking up maniacal strategies like sneaking with a Mirage behind a team near an Evo cache. Fun stuff to see Raven and squad get it. And Presley off to another good start after winning game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Verhalt's getting beamed. It's okay because he's got these Newcastle walls to play behind. Kareem's also getting beamed. Is he going to get the battery off? He is. Medkit, does he have enough time for that as well? It seems like he does. He has 2 teams around him, so that's going to actually spare them some time just because those 2 teams are near each other. No one's going to want to full commit onto this fight. Okay, Kareem ends up going down.
Yeah, they were pushing that. Zero saw blood in the water. Did he realize he was going up against Verholst, though? He's hit so many shots, tries to get the res, maybe misclicks there. He was going for a little bit of damage, but Renaissance. Oh, could there be a little something here from Renaissance? Just a few shots to the head, and it could be it, but they're hiding amongst the shields. The Watson perimeter security comes out, but Conduit will find her way through shields. She says, if I can't get through shields, then I'm not good at my job. I'm Conduit, for crying out loud. I give shields for a living, and grabs that one after a nice 3v3 fight. from Raven and squad. So they stay alive, and girl, no squad has actually died yet fully and used all of their 3 strikes. This team, we saw them win one fight. Can they win another?
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Those were the perfect peacekeeper shots from Adivant. Big shout out to him. Great play. Oh, but they're getting third-partied from a Horizon team. Grandma forfeit. She's going to do her best with this car SMG, spraying through all of that gas with both of her guns. She's cooking. She's cooking. She's even going to use the caustic ultimate. It's not going to hit, though. This Newcastle wall is just too strong. But they do manage to kill Melanie and her squad. So great job from TSM reps, Grandma, and Sykes. Just a fun fact from Grandma Forfeit. I think she also bakes too. So not only is she great at Apex Legends, but I think she has a little bakery going on the side as well. So that's awesome. Awesome to see her doing well in this tournament.
Everyone watching, that's just unfair that your girl mentioned that. I know you guys are probably all going to order some treats right now, but I can't. I'm casting, so we'll talk about a timing for that one next time. But Reps, you know what? Look at this. Reps doing his thing. He just walks backward and keeps the aim straight, and people walk into the bullets at this point. But he's also got one of the best real fraggers in the world in Sykes. Just a dominant player when it comes to hitting shots. And even from far here with the Hemlock or the Volt up close, this is a squad that's got to be on your radar for maybe winning this.
Yeah, they're doing great. And I don't know if you caught it, but it was actually Zero and Melanie that came back for a little bit of revenge fight, and they ended up losing it. So they're not going to feel great about that. TSM MK, Jordan, he's ends up going down. Let's see if his squad can clutch it.
That's the good stuff there. But you know what? Sykes is the last one standing. He's going to get reps up really quickly, and they're just going to back off. They've lost Grandma Forfeit, and I don't know if they're going to try to get that quickly. The shield battery is the high priority at this moment. They'll get a little bit of height on this rock. Dipping down, they see that's the team that was kind of peppering, getting involved in that fight from afar, and so not feeling too confident on the slide. But look at Stay Naughty. He's just a bullet away from going down. He's in the crevice. That'll do, at least for one. And that Newcastle mobile shield, oh, it's certainly moving a little bit faster than usual, and they force the castle wall out from the players. So as you can see, Reps and squad still not fully taken a strike, and we already have 2 teams fully out of this lobby. Imperial Hal still up on top. Verholst squad with Kareem and Renison have found their way underneath the big house. As we take a little overview to show you where things sit, we're still able to use Strikes Girl, but as you mentioned, that won't happen for the rest for a certain point in the game. So you kind of got to go in now or play like it's your last life.
Item 1. I'm gonna help. You want to smoke here and swing right on this team?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go through right now. Over here. Flash one on! I'll have to ult him. I'm ulting him. I put a nade there. I'm nade spamming it. Careful of your height, careful of your height.
Top right, I'm backing up. I'm calling back.
We have no more lives. We can't die anymore.
Yeah, no, we have 3. We have 3 still.
No, we don't.
They're not disabled yet. Oh, is it disabled for you?
I think so.
Top right. Does it say respawn's disabled?
Not for me.
Okay, we're good then. We're good. It's gonna turn them off after this game though. Yeah.
What do we have? I have 80.
I have 100. We just gotta shoot this team up here and get them killed, okay?
Yeah,
bro, if we kill this team, we just win the game.
Yeah, you're right. Smart focus on.
Kill this guy! Oh my god, bro.
I'm almost at an 8.
And you can see the stakes are high, but if they kill this team, it's a win. You felt Reps all along was able to find it, and looks like they feel the confidence too, but still on high. I don't want to forget about this squad. They have ultimate height. It's Hal. It's We the People. This is the team that I said in my prediction, as well as Daz, looked like they could be contenders. And right now from high ground, it is going to be very hard to contest them, and it's going to be easy for Hal on the conduit with the Newcastle and Caustic to hold this down.
Wow, and they're playing Conduit as well. That's a surprise to me, coming in from the CEO himself. But hey, they're doing great. They're doing a great job keeping that high ground. Great shots from We the People there with the Hemlock. Also one of the strongest weapons, I feel like, in the game right now as well. But they are on top of 3 or 4 teams. So they're going to have to work their way down as the zone closes. We'll see how this one turns out for them.
Well, they've got a good position here. That second level is also being occupied, and that's by Drop. Hal doesn't like it. There's even a third level underneath that. And so what they're going to do is continually try to just apply pressure, make it difficult to live, because they don't want to face someone who's going to climb up. One of the only ways at this point, too, to get up quickly is that gravity lift that we've seen on a couple of teams, especially this one from Sykes. But they just want the low ground, and they feel confident in it, girl. What's the spot you want to play here? Is, again, 3 strikes. Doesn't look like respawn's disabled, but it should be close. You cannot risk dying here.
Oh, no. I thought TSM Reps and his squad had the best spot here. But they did end up getting jumped on by a team. They had so many traps down that they did okay. They're getting great armor swaps. Grandma and Jordan got an armor swap, and they're doing their best to stay alive. But how are they going to get past Giggle and Zach and Xenox here? Because they got a Newcastle wall just waiting to beam them.
It may be a digi threat on the PK. It's possible, but you look at those shots. It hits 54-88. Trying to get one more. It is going to be up to Sykes. He's going to abandon this, and that just means may just be abandoning the game, but he gets 1 kill there. Looks to maybe get a second, and that should be it. They're out after not dying at all. They die this time, and still on height is Imperial Hal, and We the People and Orby. They're going to drop down with shields, caustic gas, and a Newcastle wall if possible, but they're just like shooting fish in a barrel right now, girl. Everyone below them, and they've got eyes on the prize.
I'm going to need to know your prediction on next game, okay, Raynday? Because you predicted a great prediction. We're in the top 5. All teams are all full squad, and they are going to have to jump down here soon. Snipe down, jumping down right below them. So is Verhul. So we've got a bunch of people fighting down on the low, and it's down to the top 2, Raynday.
All right, Snipe down goes down. Anmu trying to get the res up. Newcastle is going to be so big here. Who can res and who can stay alive? Oh my God, who can stay alive? Who cannot even get hurt? 3 red Evos, 3 players alive, and 1 shot from We the People makes me the smartest man in Apex Legends and gives Al, We the People, and Orby a great victory in our second game of the Apex NESSIE Cup Finals. We're heading into an even more interesting challenge for these pros, which is we're taking them out of their trios into duos, and we're putting a big restriction, and I mean it in both ways. They can only play Gibby and Caustic Girl.
And then really when it comes to Gibraltar, it seems like a lot of other legends might do it better. And we're already seeing a little bit of early action here, surprisingly. Zach is already coming in hot, already doing a little bit of that bubble dancing we talked about. Smacking up already this team paired up with Mario, and they clutch it up very easily. And Timmy and Grandma Forfeit already out. That's a pretty big shocker for most individuals who, big fans of Timmy, right?
Of the 50 extra HP on the revive from Gibraltar.
Exactly, and Zach here really showcasing the bubble creates that space with having Mario there at the back. Looks like they're about to trade positioning here. The Caustic does run in as the entry fragger. Trance is down, but does he have time to get the banner? Does quite a bit of damage with the Havoc. And the big question here, is this worth fighting? There's a lot of teams nearby that could poke and damage them at any second.
I think, you know, Adjuvant, it seems like absolutely for them because they've already lost 1. And the high ground has been there, but you're right. It's that third party. Maybe you win this fight, maybe you don't.
There it is. Look at that. Just as we predict, another team shows up, and this is not looking good for Mario's team.
This is a bummer, and that's the thing. You win that fight, but what does it get you? And that was not a long game play. Epicenter as well. Deed's already on a purple, so that's that level 3 perk now unlocked.
You know what's great? I don't think they noticed Mario is down and is in that building. They're looting so casually, but are completely unaware that they think maybe the team's all mopped up. Maybe everyone is eliminated. Maybe they ran away.
Well, I think it was only 1 person, and you saw the immediate down, and so that's why Mario's been able to make this sneaky play. And good luck, Mario. Maybe grab the banner, have a chance, and you will be able to get your teammate back up. But that is a lot of work to do. Another squad has gone down in our 3rd game of the NESSIE Cup. Everyone watching, we appreciate you here celebrating the Apex Legends community in 5 years. We have a $100,000 tournament. All with all of our favorite content creators and pros. Sinox here, former pro with I Love Noodle.
And it looks like that was the Lamix team. That was my prediction that just went down there.
And so we love to see pros and content creators alike, whether it's casuals, games, or on stream, or here in this NESSIE Cup. Feel that action, and Sinox and I Love Noodle, after the first down, are going to push in on this. 1 massive shot added to the first, and that'll be an easy armor swap and down. I Love Noodle grabs that, and the bubble right back. They get rid of their neighbors in Apex Legends fashion. Reps and Baby Nikki, this was who Girl was pointing out. And wouldn't you know it, Reps and Verholst, they fought in my NESSIE Cup for the final game in duos. Well, they look like they're going to fight, maybe not for the final win here, but maybe just to make it into a top 15. There's 18 squads left. Now remember, there were 30 to start because we're in duos, so it still means something. But man, that maybe means
damage.
more.
Unfortunately, the Havoc just doing absolute work for Holst really came in there and just cleaned up house. They put down a bubble just to buy themselves times in case there was a third party, but they really have nothing to worry about. And across the way, talk us through this next fight as we're just seeing, I think there's 3 teams stacked on top of each other right here.
It's a good rotate. Epicenter is where all the action is. And guess what? It's not too bad. You're not going to get cooked on that rotation because even though you went down early, Reps and Baby Nikki, it still would have put you in a tough rotation against players like Designful and Cream Cheese, all fighting for the same spot. And guess what? There's just not enough room for Caustic and Gibby in this way. Nice down, though, early on the 4B from Deeds, and Designful and Cream Cheese trying to just stay involved, apply pressure, but not be the ones who get all the pressure and attention turned towards them. So Design going to pull back around and get that ultimate Excel. Doesn't want to jump into this fight without that ultimate, as you shouldn't. Well, a good showcase of the chaos rotating here, Daz. As you can see, an ultimate, traps, but all just to stay alive one more round.
Do you hear the comms as they're working their way in, making sure that they respect the space? But you just see the precision from Lauren, but also the great IGL comms from Deeds as well. But of course, we just saw a team being knocked out from Verholst and Confusing Cutie, also doing a whole lot of work as Deeds' team pressures here and takes a look.
Yeah,
a lot going on here.
Huge. Deeds is coming in onto Verholst. They just won. Will they have gotten the armor swap, or is there another one left? Having to go against Verholst, it's not easy. He's won championships in real life. Can he win one in the NESSIE Cup yet again? It's Deeds, and it looks like maybe, just maybe, Verholst will go sit back to lobby, and Deeds will be the one to stay alive here. But right now, the team I was talking about, Trev Stacks and Doryus, sliding into the action. They like what they see. Buster Sword in hand, massive early, misses 2 shots, but it's a blue, hits the other one. That's easy. We the people will also take down Zap there, as that's an early kill, but Doryus needs to get up onto a purple if he's going to win this one. They're in a good position, Daz. 9 squads. Hal's got to be planning something. He knows this move is going to be very difficult, and obviously there could be defensive bombardments around as well. There's a zip line available, and they're going to take it right now. Anybody going to be shooting on them? They find themselves on the ground. Imperial Hal, still alive, is going to shield battery out of the chaos. Throws the ultimate too, and so there's some damage being done from above, and Tifa Jesse is dead. But Hal setting up a heroic play. Maybe a miracle, but certainly not in the prime position as we look at Sykes and Nyamoka with an early Gibraltar bubble after a defensive bombardment comes down as well.
They're trying to get those teams off of height, and it was pretty smart to do that because now when they rotate, they don't have that bubble. And it looks like Trev's team is getting focused, but they do have their bubble. That one was the last one popped, which is actually positive for now, as long as these other teams can focus each other.
That defensive bombardment coming from Sykes and Nyamoka, I don't know, Daz. They look like they're in prime position. Deeds wants where Doryu and Trev Stacks are, but Trev Stacks and Doryu actually find the kill onto Deeds. And so Sykes and Nyamoka are in a good spot. Are they getting distracted, though? They know that team is to their right, but now it's too far onto the right, and they've got to just hold and hide and heal so that in this top 4, they may come out as #1.
It's looking pretty good. I mean, all the teams from the low ground are starting to work their way in. Trev's and Doryu is like becoming a sandwich. Pretty crazy here as they get a nasty, massive shot. Sykes is put up in a very positive position as they look down at these next 2 teams. This could be it for them.
Girl brought up baking. You brought up a sandwich. All I know is Nyamoka and Sykes look to be eating good tonight. A massive 360 turnaround and a couple shots to the dome. Sykes and Nyamoka take it in our 3rd game of the finals in the NESSIE Cup in our duos. What an exciting day for us all. We've done 3 games so far. We've got 3 more to go. We'll be seeing a few things return, like 3 strikes and, of course, some punching, which is very, very fun. But one thing that's going to be different, girl, and I'm going to toss it over to you here to help us talk about our next mode, is something maybe you've never even imagined before in Apex Legends. It's not 3v3, it's 30v30.
You know what's so great about this, girl, is that the teams are really coordinated here, and setting this up is definitely a challenge. And so when we see all this chaos, it's going to be an absolute blast as everyone lands and sets up. I'm just, because it's such a unique mode, I'm sitting here smiling, just like, wow, this is something I personally have never ever seen in Apex Legends. So hey, history in the making, essentially, right?
It's
You see the
reminding
caustic
me of a
barrels
big battle
right there. They're already
Yes.
setting them up, so they're making these giant walls and fortifying. And look where they're kind of placing their bets here. Like you said, they're creating their giant wall, their base of operations of just controller legends, and setting up. And it's actually really fun to watch, because it's going to be a nightmare later for the assault legends to really breach, and they got to do it together. If they're not together, they're just going to get picked off one by one. They have to come in as one big conglomerate and group to really make an impact here.
You can see that on the team controller, like you have some of the top IGLs unmuted in the Discord and everyone else just muted up. So I feel
love
like
it.
I feel like the team controller are on strict comms. Like you said, they were scouting, strict comms, strict communication, and strict teamwork. Whereas in the other Discord channel, almost everyone is unmuted. So I wonder how that's gonna go for them. You weren't looking at the HP bars. Mel almost went down in half a second, but was able to pop that Phoenix, and their whole squad is still alive and remaining in that little scout spot.
It looks like they're all getting together now. They know that the battalion is on the way, so they're going back to their main points of strategy that it looks like they've been assigned to. This is a very well coordinated sense of defense here. This is not a team that's just doing things on a whim. Everyone has a job, and they all need to do their job well. Any part of this defense falls, I'm pretty sure the assault team is going to win. But if they can hold it together and play smart as a group, then it looks like they have a very strong chance of winning here. You know, I wonder if the assault team is thinking about this. What if the zone pulls to them? And if it does, can they get them to leave their fort? But looking at the zone already on screen in the upper left, it kind of favors them. I don't think the assault, obviously the assault don't have that information. They don't know. And we see some early firepower. Let's take a listen in as a fight ensues.
Oh, look, I'm right.
On your door. Everyone shoot, everyone shoot. Slow down. Make sure you're shooting the right characters.
This is fucking chaos.
Make sure you get thirst. Do not let them get resets. They only have one life.
One shot on the open right. Bangalore, one shot.
Back of the build, back of the build.
I'm shooting down here.
Caustic office if you got it.
I don't know
Caustic
where
holding the far side of the building.
Southwest.
I'm fucking them on the backside.
Yeah, we need to fuck them on the backside. We need
One is on high, guys. One is on the height of the building.
Double backside.
They're on height of the building.
On top of the building.
We need to keep.
They're burning inside southeast, burning hard inside the building.
Your caustic play inside. Only caustic should be playing inside, guys. We're fucking hard gassing this shit up.
Yeah, let the caustic play inside.
Only caustic play inside.
So hard in there.
Yeah, make sure you revive your teammates that are.
Oh my gosh, I could not stop laughing hearing all the chaos that is going on. There's comms going left, there's people attacking, they're striking from the inside, they're outside the building. Caustic's only on the inside. I like the information that's going. Girl, I'm passing it off to you. There is so much happening.
They're saying only Caustic's on the inside, and Hal, infamous Hal, just ramparting inside as well as Peeps. They're just still in there, not really caring what the comms are. There's a bunch of ramparts inside. Just take a look at this. But they are staying alive, and they're doing their absolute best. We need some gens in here. We actually need a lot of generators in there to prevent all of that fuse action coming in their way. But the assault team seems to be doing really well, in my opinion. They're putting a lot of pressure, and I think the Ash TP surprised the controller legends earlier on, and it really allowed them to infiltrate. And there's so many knocks on the ground. And I don't know who's knocked more. No, I didn't.
There was a res that went off. They're actually getting their teammates in, and we have teams set up from across the way. I just had to call that out because we had mentioned it. Was that even going to be possible to happen? And we have an answer. Yes, I have never seen anything like this in Apex Legends. And I'm not going to lie, it puts a smile on my face that I really want to get involved. I want to play this. This looks awesome.
I do too. I'm so jealous right now, but I'm so happy for everyone. They must be having a great time. And all these Assault Legends, you can see they're playing like the southern end of this building because the Controller Legends not only have the building, but they have the high ground north of the building as well. The scout spot that we were talking about earlier,
yeah,
they have great line of sight onto this building. So the Assault Legends have to push in from the southern end.
Did we just see some friendly fire there?
Great job of that. I don't know. I have knocked someone.
We're seeing just like we had mentioned, the clutter of smokes as they breach in. They had to be very careful not to hit their teammates, and this could be the downside of the assault team just being unaware of who to hit and who's is in danger. And how in the heck in the world can they even breach when there is just non-stop smoke? As long as the Caustics keep throwing down smokes and gas, you know, I think they're going to be just fine. The chaos is so crazy, I don't even know the difference between smoke and gas anymore.
Oh my goodness, and that's why they said only Caustics on the inside, just so you can't kill your own teammate. Baby Nicky's gonna go get revived here by Kareem Cheese. He's doing a great job getting his team back up, but it must be so incredibly hard to do so. But the Assault Legends did infiltrate this building, and I honestly didn't believe that it would be even possible. So really good job coming in from them, and we'll see if the Controller Legends can pull it out. But I feel like the pressure is just too strong, Daz.
Yeah, listen, as you know, the only downside here is that they breached this. That team on height on the other end, they do have to move, but they have a nasty power play as well. I think the position that they have is pretty wild and also intense. But also these ramparts are becoming a lot more effective than I even could have imagined. I thought they were going to be a beacon to be blasted by. But look at them holding here and just laying down suppressive fire with a Spitfire. It's absolutely nasty.
Yeah, I feel like if you were on the assault team, you really need to get the height. The height that's filled with rampart walls and Watson traps. You really need to infiltrate that area first. This is such an incredible end zone to be played. Like, honestly, probably one of the hardest end zones for the Assault Legends to fight against because of the open waters that they have to traverse against. It's tough. You really couldn't have expected this end zone to be played out, but Baby Nikki going crazy with the Havoc here in the end zone, getting the armor swap, quick M&K swap for her, and she's doing a great job defending the outside. But look, she has to look left, right, and center, and has to make sure she's not thirsting the wrong people. Oh my goodness.
This is so overwhelming to the point we saw a screen earlier of who was being eliminated. I think that I was about to mention this. I think the controllers are now on the assault looking for the last remaining group because it looks like they held it down so strong, and now the assaults are no longer being on the oppressive side. Now they're forced to be on the defensive. The Controller Legends are on the hunt, looking for every individual. And you called it, girl. You said it exactly. Maybe they should have gone for the height because they were pressured in that corner so tight to the point where, I mean, they couldn't move. They just kept getting peppered down to the point, Matt, yes, they got a lot of reses, but like you had mentioned, missing that height is detrimental. And if we look here, do we see any assault left?
They won.
They won. We have no more assault.
They won. All the bottom two rows are all dead.
Wow.
Controller Legends have won the 30v30.
They held it down.
End zone for the assaults, though.
Massive congrats to them as they went on the offensive and started hunting down everyone. What mass chaos, but also just puts a smile on my face just seeing just how fun that was. Let's go listen to them celebrate.
Hold on.
Wait, hey, hold on.
How do I put that across? I'm using my Sheila.
Let's get this rampart on the left.
You gotta start throwing hands. Who's shooting?
Who's shooting?
Who's got the voltage shooting?
Stop shooting! Stop shooting!
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Come back!
Get on, move!
Help me! This motherfucker's punching me out!
Wait, no resing! No, what the fuck?
He's shooting me! Look at this bitch!
Hey, stop shooting! Wrestling, you bitch!
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Kareem killed me with a Sheila!
No way you fucking shot me,
Bro,
Jesse.
this guy.
Dude, what? Leave me alone, man.
Wait up here. No.
Fucking leave me alone.
Trill, you're a rat. Oh, there's caustic gas in here, bro. You set me up.
No.
Oh, those names are crazy.
I'm side.
I could not stop laughing and smiling from everything that I just heard. This is what Apex is all about. They look like they're having the time of their lives. I am so incredibly jealous of everything that I just watched.
Game 5, Olympus, 3 strikes, and no lifeline. Just a reminder to the folks at home, no lifeline will be played in this one. As we see people jump out of the ship. This is going to be an exciting game for everyone. Dwell's pushing them or on their team. Dwell's is actually pushing them, so take a look here. We might get a fight. Mortar flare detected. And the push is going to ensue. Look at this angling from Dwells.
So smooth with it as well. And avoids the damage from the Fuse ultimate. On the other side, Sweet Sage qualifying from the Raynday NESSIE Cup and continues on, winning the first duos there with Verholz. Now winning the first fight. But even if you die here, that's okay. But because you're that much closer, and hopefully you're able to respawn close to where you wanted to end up going anyways. That's a mobile shield with a push right away. Casellos realizes it and moves it right back on. Very good use and utility with the Newcastle, but it's not enough quite yet. Has he done enough damage for Verholz to clean it up, though? Very familiar if you're watching TSM. Verholz trying to lock down those final kills after some entry fragging has been done, and he does it this time around, trying to go for the swap, and he will get it, but he's got to fight against an invisible opponent. TSM Raven finding 4B on the other side, and that's going to put them in a quandary. A team in front and behind. It was so easy when all you had to do was throw sky nades, but now getting fought from the backside. That nade lands, but it's not needed. Still looking for the last player.
Great firepower coming from this squad. They were one of the first teams out, but they're coming back for blood. Great ulti from Tifa. Can we get the revive, or are they just glitched in that corner? There's not much space to get the revive off, but she does. One thing I've been noticing, though, Raynday, is that once you're in a fight for a long time, you're going to get surrounded, and
Absolutely.
I'm not feeling good for Asian Boys team right now, because I feel like there are going to be squads just coming back for blood, but they are on the high ground.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
high
good
ground,
thing.
this high ground is good, and there are zones that actually pull into this high ground as kind of being that final area. And the team on height, and there's a team below that pretty much can survive quite well. We don't know where that's going to go just yet. We do know, though, that Verholz's bullet's going to go straight into low G's and find a kill on the Hemlock. Jumping in for more. So aggressive because he knows he's got an advantage. It's one spray, but goes down, and that's Al, who says, not today, young buck. Verholz gets picked up as quick as he fell, though. Baby Nikki, though, really good angle. She's done a lot of damage. Trevsak's almost dead. Baby Nikki kind of trying to see, should I push this or not? Zone not pulling in quite yet. And with the conduit, she's going to hit the Q. Get a little bit of more. It forces the cost a goal. Baby Nikki's going to get one kill onto Reps. And looking for another. Baby Nikki on a little run here.
She is insane, and I love the angling she took on the boxes as well. Very confident, good plays, and they end up getting the kills on to Jordan and Trev Stacks there. We have land coming up Raynday as well.
Right.
And that's going to be incredible.
And if you guys want to get into it, not to take away from this firefight happening with Sinox and Designful. Designful seems to be getting the edge of over Stay Naughty. Many of the people, almost all of the people competing in this tournament today, the NESSIE Cup, will be there too. So if you're rooting for someone, go say what's up. Give them some nice comments like that in person. You never know what could happen from it. Designful back into the action, getting a med kit off and playing Wraith. As we expected, someone had mentioned Wraith might be played. He's played it in Pro League. He's now playing it here. Sinox going to look for the early res, but it's actually a bit too late. And they will go down thanks to the pressure from Zero, Vaxlon, and Snow Red. Does. That's enough. It's good cover fire from Winks. This is tough. Monsoon's actually going to push this. He knows he can do it. He's got to get one, and he's got to get the other, but he goes down. Oh, my God. Mario, yet again. This is the second time Dazzle, remember, Mario somehow with a sliver of health survived to push at epicenter, and Mario Monsoon with a full purple jumping at him somehow survives as well. Zero still in the same spot with Snow Red and Vaxilon, and they're going to try to make a push. Let's see how they do it and listen into the comms.
Nah, show. Still, if you shut up and we win the game, I think.
Yeah, I'm popping no stop. He's gonna get res. He's getting res here. He's gonna fight inside though.
Any bats?
I have two.
I'm dropping one. Dropping two.
He's right here.
The guards. They're gonna fight inside. They're gonna fight inside.
Clipped.
I hit him for 40 on the door.
I almost at my ult.
Gotta try not to take damage. Landing? I don't know where.
On the roof.
On the stairway.
On the roof, they're on the open.
Wait, what? That's a spot? What the fuck?
Hit the guy's one.
How am I
Cracked him. Come on, you have wallbacks. Landing,
I got him.
On us, basically. On us. One to the right side. On me.
I'm gonna check.
140. Castle one on you. 1 HP.
He's weak.
Nice.
That's all that. I'm gonna lead this. I'm leading this.
I need ammo as well.
There's Havoc. I'm batting. Still on our wall. Keep him above us still.
What do you need? What do you need, Snow?
I need heavy.
Here.
Zero heavy.
Thank you.
Landing on me. Full team on me. Ulti that.
One shot, Castle.
Don't die for it.
I'm trying not to. I got
stuck
stuck
They're
though.
all back to Mo.
I have to play back a little.
I cracked one. No.
I'm batting.
I got him.
Save for me still. Careful with the team. Checking above. We're good.
Coming back to you. Make hitting.
There's.
What a moment here from Zero. Girl, it looks like they have the God spot in their mind, and they might just.
They are going crazy. I love the shots. I love the angling from Snow. She needed the ammo. She was assertive, and then she went in with that PK and hit absolutely every single shot, and they're doing so incredibly well. Another fight coming up on the height. Zero's team trying to get some action in on that one as well, but Snow will have to play some more traps down low. She's only got 1 or 2, but they are getting angled out here.
Rough angle. Snow, though, great response, and you just need to show a little bit of presence. Not much can be done there. Now, if this was Girl in yesterday's tournament with a fuse and a knuckle cluster, they would have been in trouble. But right now, they are not. And so it still looks like Zero could be in a commanding position. Spicy Potato, Trev Stacks inside. And Trev Stacks guarding one, playing that typical Rampart we saw in my NESSIE Cup, and with reps as well. Holding down the smallest of corners. They'll probably go for about 4K in LA or New York. But they're making good use of it no matter how much space they got. They've got that Newcastle holding it down tight.
Yeah, it's a good combo with the Rampart walls and the Newcastle walls. Didn't think of that, but they're definitely stacking them. No Red going in with the PK. The PK's been prevalent in this tournament, and it seems like they're going to be able to get that as well. One more shot. Can she do it? Yes, she can, but they're getting thirded, and they are now eliminated by Zach, Legendary Doll, and Mario, who we were talking about earlier, and they placed the exact same Newcastle and prepare for destruction.
I mean, it's like the most extreme version of who places their bubble last. It's really the Newcastle wall. So good at holding that space. What are you going to do? You can't jump over it. It's worse than running into a perimeter security. It'll give you that slow and stun that essentially you're a sitting duck. And so while Sykes has the actual disruptors here on the alternator, makes for a terrible weapon to fight against, you could say Zach on the upper hand has it both in terms of positioning and timing, especially with the ultimate coming down from Mario.
Yeah, I love the gen placement, I love the timing, and I love the IGLing here from Zach. Them pulling it out, top 3, playing a really good spot, utilizing the wall on the low ground, but they have to watch out from the team above them. That's Design and Ghost, just shooting them from right up above. I don't know who's going to win this. Sykes could actually end up third-partying and winning it himself.
He got one up. He got Nyamoka up, and look at that. Disruptor rounds is there, but there's a Caustic. Is there enough of a Caustic ultimate? No, it's Sinox who takes the win in our 5th game and our final 3 strikes of the NESSIE Cup.
Wow, that was incredible and really close. But Designful Xenox and Control Ghost, they had the height there.
What I love is that we're kind of rounding out the tournament now with melee at the end, right? Kind of doing something a little unique, but also rounding it out at the very end.
Well, no, they just realized weapons were the least optimal way of doing damage in Apex. This is the new meta, guys. Don't
This is
let
it.
the asses fool you. This is the best way to do it. Low G's and Thermite in hand, gonna go into the Wraith queue, and
this is not good because this is our prediction. This is our group right here.
This is rough. This is rough. I don't know. I don't know, but Sweet Sage also on the Wraith, and maybe that's the reason the Wraith queue didn't really give much of an advantage there. But Designful went down to Stay Naughty and Dokibird. They do take the gravity cannon out, so I think they might be still alive. Have a chance.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of early fights going on compared to last time.
This is it. This is the best thing ever. This is
Crypto
mobile.
Team.
This is mobile security.
Oh, whoa! I didn't even think that was possible. They lost a part of their car.
Rep stopped driving. He said,
He's like, wait a minute, what happened there?
Does it feel lighter? Hal may be realizing that there could be an issue. I want to know what he's thinking and, more importantly, what he's saying.
You just box this up somewhere, bro. I think we play on here, okay? Put the gen right in this corner. Yeah, that's gotcha. Right away, put it down.
A lot of respect. Everyone is still alive, but you can tell from the comms, players are starting to get really nervous. There's a lot of tension building, not only just because of lack of space, but of a decision of who they're going to punch and where they're going to hold. From just Imperial Hal's comms, you can tell that they're playing it really smart, but also predicting what's going to happen next and what utility you have. And look at this. Somebody is trying to steal their vehicle and fighting him off and just runs back inside and just sneaks in and off. That was a quick sneak attack. That was very unique. I love the aggression, just beating them down and then running away immediately before they could even react. That was actually a really interesting play, and I love the thought process behind it.
So interesting, you know, but that is Verholz's vehicle. It's dropped up above, Verholz on the side, Hal on the other side of that, and or excuse me, Timmy, it seems like, on that side. And this team has been interesting. Synox, they won last game, but they obviously know they have to try to traverse this open ground. We the people, Tifa, Jesse, also on a trident on the outside. Verholz punching away the new perimeter securities. It's so tough when that Watson pylon is right behind you. You get that fast regen of those fences. But he says, don't mess with the fences this time around.
Can they find a spot here is also one of the big questions. They actually did. They managed to find a box that nobody occupied, but that Newcastle, just like Girl had mentioned, is a strat in terms of bumping people off. That Arcstar may not be able to do enough as it got blocked with a shield. What big brain strat there. They got to get them off their box. They can't have anybody near it, but they're fighting for it pretty hard. And one goes down, surprisingly. Raven and Casellas and Mario taking over their box. Maybe they were not aggressive enough to hold them out.
Yeah, that was impressive from, I think it was Casellas, who we've seen play Newcastle now in 3+ games today. Just doing it, navigating a maze of Watson fences is Synox. It's going to take Big Brain to even move forward here, and he gets hit by that. Drone also detected. So what does that mean? Will these fences all go away? What will happen? And where will that drone elect to be used? It is Nyamoka, we know, who has it. The crypto. Change everything
there it is.
In an instant.
We see drone detected. Is this when they use it? They're going to hold out. Nobody can punch that. The only thing that can really hit that would be a fuse. But even then, there's so many Watson gens that opportunity is just long gone. That drone's going to stand up in the air, and it's about to change the whole game. And then here it comes. Massive damage. Boom. Everyone just gets hit and obliterated. Another one is coming in for a second time. But did that one get destroyed? I don't think I saw that one go off.
Somehow, there was either something with Spectator or that got destroyed as well, but there is another drone. Maybe it got canceled out. There is another drone being detected, so look at that. Everything has changed. The landscape has shifted. What was a fence land now is an open battlefield, but it's trying to be reconstructed through the Watson players. Monsoon and his teams, Spicy Potato and I Love Noodle, holding down the slow ground, and Valkyrie with their heirloom trying to
one thing I have to say, I don't mean to interrupt, but I noticed it right away. The gen placements were a panic reaction, but notice how they're not ideally placed. in the center that they're kind of on the edges once that crypto drone went out. So it did disrupt the flow, and like you had mentioned, I like how you see a reconstruction, and speaking of which, there's another crypto drone and it blows everything. My gosh. And see the panic gens. They throw them down out of sheer panic, but are they thinking about what's coming?
That's right. You're just trying to replace it, but that's the problem with it. You're replacing the gen, but maybe there's a better spot now that all the other gens are gone, and not everyone who had a gen before is going to have the position or even the ultimate available now. So that's the difference. The fight is taking place on the high ground. They're going in on it. Caustic maybe a few shots away, still on blue. Reptar backing up and down, tries to get a shield cell off. Not enough time. Has to defend his team with the kunai. A kick from the Caustic as well, and that will send them down, and it's just going to be a quick Phoenix. And maybe worth just a shield cell, but could be also running out of meds.
Reptar really holding it down with a squad, but you're right. 4B looks like he's kind of...
Oh
wow. This reset, I love the fact that we're seeing Crypto in the Catalyst wall now coming into play, blocking full visibility on individuals. And I'm sure that Crypto drone has to be very overwhelming of who to hit. Do I hit the left? There's a ping here, ping there. I can see the sheer panic and understanding of like, what do I even look at?
And look at how safe that is. Look at how many ordinances are being blocked. Look at how many things are being changed with the Watson pylon, but some teams just aren't getting to play with it. And that drone detected. Those two words spell doom for anyone who isn't ready, because as the zone starts to move, the chaos will begin.
We're gonna listen in on the chaos. Let's take a listen.
I'm hiding in a box right now. They can't see me. Damn!
Dude, I'll get, dude, they're all three just finished.
Look at this, the Newcastle wall. Raynday, tell us, my gosh, what are we seeing here?
Look at this, all the Watson fences. They were defenseless. And have they come to their senses? We'll see if this can be TSG. It's Timmy. It's Furls.
Oh my gosh.
With the win. After all, what a play in our final game of the NESSIE Cup. It's a great little crescendo that we saw. And, you know, from Hal setting up space to the skyward dive, we thought might have done it all. Verhulst ended up winning it after using that trident. He was in that corner. That trident right on the top of your screen is where Verhulst is sitting. That position and the rotation from there ended up winning it all, but not without a ton of action in the meanwhile. Crypto drones, we finally see the POV from backslide. Oh my god, that's easily like 1,000 damage.
And just one ultimate. I love the fact that these are things you're never going to see in Apex just on the daily. But look at that visual right there. Verhulst getting to see the winning POV from him, clutching out and pulling out ahead there for his team. Verhulst, Dahl, and Cody coming out winners for Game 6.